the prep, we want to challenge ourselves and try and be the best. And so we've challenged ourselves and we've gone outside of our box and gone out and raced the best of the best. And while it's difficult, that's what we do. We do the hard things, and we've been successful, and doing the hard things has been fun.
My mom was always badgering me, and I love her to this day about it, but she was insistent that I at least try crew.
By looking on the walls, we have pictures of past teams and past, practices or races. We have a picture downstairs of the first ever Prep Crew 8. And I think it's really amazing that such a small team of, maybe 10 guys has spread to this wide group of 100 guys normally annually.
I think, when I look back at the history, and now we're celebrating 100 years of Prep Crew, and it's hard to believe that I'm here at this time, at this milestone. And so I feel as head coach that I have a responsibility to uphold the traditions and the hard work and the milestones that have been created by so many generations of Prep Crew alumni. There was a turning point in 1978 when Coach Crawford began to turn the tide of Prep Crew and became the juggernaut that it has become.
We're going out there and we're not just racing for ourselves and for our teammates, but it's something way bigger. It's 100 years of tradition, and we owe the people who have come in here and they fought and worked hard, we owe them victory by working hard as well.
I started here as a freshman at the prep. I had no business whatsoever making the rowing team. I was encouraged to try out for rowing by Father Taggart, who taught me freshman history, and I was probably the worst guy to try out for the team.
I walked on in my freshman year in the winter when those guys were doing the erging and the running and the push-ups and pull-ups and stuff, and I was not in that kind of shape at all, but neither was really anybody.
So I was actually gonna come and play lacrosse here at the prep, and I was talking to my dad when they got close to the crew season and the early workouts, and he kind of told me that he would love for me to do crew because he rowed in high school and college, and I figured why not, and I gave it a shot, and here I am.
I did plan to row before I came to the prep. My mom really wanted me to. She grew up in the area, and she knew a lot of rowers on the prep crew team, so she wanted me to try it out and see how I liked it, and it stuck.
And I never really looked back. I think that making that decision was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
To think back to being just a lowly freshman, just looking to just want to be part of the team in 1995, and then being part of a team that swept the Stotesbury as a junior was incredible. I really felt like I was part of something much bigger than myself.
The miles we put on the river, day in and day out, those were the most memorable moments. When Bill Lamb would say, "Spin it, we're doing one more lap." Not because we were trying to torture ourselves, but because we just needed the extra miles. And I've become a big believer in that. And I think ultimately in life, the one thing that I think I admire about every guy I ever rode with at St. Joe's is that ultimately, no matter what, when you walk away after 4 years at St. Joe's, you have a level of grit that will serve you well and well. And that's why I think, again, I go back to some of the people I'm fondest of in this world. They were St. Joe brothers. And as I said, If people ask me, I can tell you the who, what, when, and where of what made me a man pro, what made me the man I am today.
I saw a path where I would spend the rest of my life down there, but I did know that if the prep job ever opened up, that I would go for it. It's one of the cool things about being head coach. This night that we're celebrating tonight, everyone's going to talk about their memories, races that they won and lost, erg tests, just memories in general. As head coach, I get to be there in the moment when these memories are happening.
When he gave us the pre-race speech, I know he had a lot planned to tell us, but like we all showed up to the speech and we're all bawling our eyes out, crying.
Known that they want that lead in the first 500 meters, so an aggressive first 250.
And I remember going for runs and thinking about what I was going to say for months in advance. And I got down to the trailer, about an hour before our race to launch those guys. And I had this mentally prepared speech to get them all like emotionally charged up. And when I got face to face with those guys, to a guy, they were all in tears. They were so emotionally prepared to do something that had never been done before by a prep crew. I realized in that instant that those guys were going to win no matter what I said. And so the only thing I had to do was kind of calm them down a bit. And so I threw everything out the window of what I was going to say. And I just told them, I was like, you guys are ready. And they went out, they got the lead, never let go of the lead, and they won a national championship. And again, I remember I was on the bike for that race, and I remember I started crying in the last 250 of the race because I knew those guys were going to win.
Our coxswain Connor Neal, he made a call to think about all of the times when we were at home erging alone, doing things in COVID, being away from each other, and how it was kind of stripped away from us the year of 2020, because we also thought we had a shot in 2020, but it got taken away. And he made a call. I think he got the days, like how many days it was since we had that opportunity, and we all rallied around it. And that's when I knew we were going to win the race and no one was going to touch us.
The most memorable moments that I'll have looking back like 10 years from now are the moments I was just having fun during practice. It's the little memories that you make with the guys in the boats that really stick with you.
You won't find a greater brotherhood than on the prep crew team. We all care about each other, whether you're in the top boat and you're the top guy, or if you're not the top guy, you're one of the lower guys. So I think that is kind of the essence of the Jesuit, the brotherhood.